you wonderful people, welcome back to MJLimey Reviews All. I am Martin and today I'm checking out a request from Kaz3956 and David Moore5276, and this is for No Sense by Cold Chisel. So we are going to get into that in a moment, but just to reiterate the name, MJLimey Reviews All. It is what it says on the tin, people. I'll review absolutely anything, so keep getting those requests coming in. I'll keep the request jukebox going, but without further ado, this is No Sense by Cold Chisel. Let's get into this. Enjoy, peeps. Here we go. Interesting start. Oh, a bit cheeky. That was short and sweet, people, and I gotta say, just like the song title, that video didn't make no sense. It really didn't. But nonetheless, a little bit of a funky tune. I don't think it's one of my favourite ones I've heard of Cold Chisel, but it was still funky. It was still cool. Beautiful vocals in there. But yes, people, if you absolutely enjoyed that performance there by Cold Chisel and their song No Sense, then do me a favor and like the video, hype the video, share the content around, and subscribe to MJLimey Reviews All to help me reach my next major goal of 5,000 subscribers. If you can get that done, that'd be much, much appreciated. But do go show Cold Chisel the love that they deserve. Links are in my description. Go click on the video, watch it in its entirety, like the video, hype the video, share the content around, people, and subscribe to Cold Chisel. Go boost their numbers. Go show them some love. by watching this content again and watch more of their fantastic content. But yeah, it was a really, really cool tune. As I say, not one of my favorites that I've heard of theirs so far, but it was still cool nonetheless. Let's delve into this now, and I'll give you my humble opinions on this one. Let me just get the list of the artists. Okay, so first up, Jimmy Barnes on lead vocals. Also, according to this, did guitar on this one. Let me know in the comments down below if this information is correct. Also songwriter. But yes, beautiful, beautiful singing. I would love to get more into the readout in a little bit, just to find out and make more sense of what this song was about, because the video didn't make no sense to me whatsoever. But yes, as I say, beautiful vocals. It wasn't the best sound quality. It was on their channel page, people, but for me, through the headphones, it didn't come across, and I had the headphones on full volume. Didn't come across as the best sound quality. So if there is a version that has a better sound quality, I would like to maybe check this one out again. But yes, as I say, it was still cool though. Beautiful vocals from Jimmy Barnes. Let's move on to Ian Moss now. Didn't really get a lead solo in there, but there was still some really cool guitar playing going on in there. Either that, or I was just so focused on the video and trying to work out what was going on, I missed bits of the music. But from what I heard of the guitar playing, it was absolutely stunning again from Ian Moss. But as I say, I don't recall hearing a solo in there, but maybe there was, and I just missed it. But if there was, as I say, the sound quality wasn't brilliant. So as I say, I'd love to hear this again. So if you can find me a better version, people, with a link, that'd be absolutely amazing. And moving on to Don Walker on, says organ, piano, keyboards. Really, really cool. Just keeping that. I mean, pretty much to me, from what I remember hearing of the tune itself, it was very much all mingled in together. Like all the guitars, the keyboards, the bass, the drums, to make a really, really cool tune and track, like an all-rounded track. But nothing really kind of like stood out to me. Like, as I say, that could be again to do with the sound quality. But yes, from what I did hear of Don Walker's keyboard playing, absolutely brilliant, superb. Phil Small on bass, I kind of caught more glimpses of the bass in there. Absolutely groovy bass riffs. So great work from Phil Small on this one, and keeping that rhythm and keeping the flow of the track going. So shout out to Phil Small. And Steve Presswich on drums. Yes, it was Steve Presswich on drums on this one, but they've also got down a Ray on drums on all other songs on 20th Century album, and percussion additional on album. Megan Williams and Vanetta Fields backing vocals on Flame Trees, Billy Rogers sax, and John Hoffman on trumpet. But let's come back to Steve Presswich. Again, just absolutely brilliant drum work, keeping the rhythm and the flow of the track going, alongside bassist Phil Small. So shout out to Steve Presswich, absolutely brilliant. I think we've reacted to some where we've got better chance to really hear that drum work. As I say, like for me, not the best sound quality on this video at all. I'm gonna have a quick look actually if there is a better one. I might do a quick reaction to it now. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Yeah, I think this one might be a little bit better, people. So let's I'm gonna quickly check this one out and then carry on my humble opinions after watching this. Let's go. Yeah, this sounds a bit better.
Yeah.
Yes, people, that was worth another listen in my humble opinion. That was definitely worth another listen. I gotta bring it back there, people, because the little snippet solo bits from Ian Moss, absolutely tasty, absolutely beautiful. The vocals, oh my days, from Jimmy Barnes, beautiful. Some gritty rock vocals in there as well, but absolutely beautiful, stunning vocals from Jimmy Barnes. Keyboard playing was absolutely brilliant, on point. Phil Small on bass, brilliant, on point, people. And Steve Presswich, again, the drums, the technique, the skill from each one of these artists was on point in this song. I thoroughly enjoyed it a lot more, sort of listening it back through, and not having a video to take my mind away from the music, because I couldn't work out what the hell was going on. I think my mind was kind of slightly taken away by the video, but the sound quality seems slightly higher on that one. It may not come across that way because I'm pretty sure once I've recorded it comes through the sound of my headphones. It sounds so much better. I've watched some of my videos back and I'm like, the quality of the video didn't sound like that when I was watching it for the first time. Really strange and bizarre, but yep, it is what it is, people. But I'm glad I did check that out again because I thought it was absolutely brilliant on the second listen through. Absolutely loved it. Every person played their part and it was absolutely superb. As always, obviously, I will get the artists pasted into the subtitles, so you can see all their full names in the language that you require. But yeah, let's get into what I've found out on this one today, and then I will let you all get out of here, people. But before I do that, if this is the first time you're checking out Cold Chisel here with me today, do go show them some love. Links are in my description. Like their video, hype the video, share the content around, and help them boost their numbers, people. So subscribe to the channel page. Obviously, like and hype the video, share the content around, all that jazz. If you want to support MJLimey Reviews All here today, even if it's just that the music that you come here for, the easiest way to do that is to like, hype the video, share the content around, and subscribe to MJLimey Reviews All to help boost my numbers to my next major target of 5,000 subscribers. If you can get that done, that'd be much appreciated. But this is what I found out on this one, people. What you have just watched is Cold Chisel performing No Sense from the final days of the original lineup. Cold Chisel formed in Adelaide in 1973. They began as Orange, a heavy metal cover band with Ian Moss on guitar and vocals, Steve Presswich on drums, Don Walker on piano and keyboards, and Les Kaczmarek on bass. 17-year-old Jimmy Barnes, then called Jim Barnes, joined in December 1973. In 1975, Phil Small became their bass guitarist, and that became the classic lineup. Barnes on lead vocals, Moss on guitar and vocals, Walker on organ and piano, Small on bass, and Presswich on drums. Musicologist Ian McFarlane described them as one of Australia's best loved groups and one of the best live bands, fusing rockabilly, hard rock and rough house, soul and blues that was defiantly Australian in outlook. No Sense is a 1983 song that appeared on their fifth studio album, 20th Century. The album was released in April 1984 and peaked at number 1 on the Australian Albums Chart, their third consecutive number 1. It was written solely by Jimmy Barnes. On the album, it is the track 6 on side 1, listed at 3 minutes 10 seconds. It was released as a double A-side single with Hold Me Tight in October 1983 and reached number 14 on the Australian charts. Of the two songs, No Sense received more radio airplay and appeared on Cold Chisel's earliest Greatest Hits compilations. Musically, it is an outlier. It has been described as being reggae or almost ska with a skanking guitar and offbeat organ that sounds nothing like Choir Girl or Gisan. The meaning is documented and unusual. The lyrics were inspired by a fan from Wollongong who would send Barnes letters declaring her love and occasionally threatening suicide. The song is written from the perspective of someone receiving repeated letters from somebody he does not know. As the lyric says, mail arrives in the morning hoping for good news, but you don't make no sense. You just go on and on. What makes this particular video historically significant is the context of the band at that moment. 20th Century was the first recording to vary the core members of Cold Chisel, with Steve Prestwich having been sacked during the previous year's tour of Germany. For most of the album, he was replaced by Ray Arnott. Prestwich returned only for 3 tracks: No Sense, Flame Trees, and The Game. The band had announced its intention to separate in August 1983 and by December had played its final shows before reunion during the Last Stand farewell tour. The album itself was recorded between September 1983 and January 1984 in various sessions during the breakup with incompatible equipment at different studios. Don Walker later called it a nightmare and one of the 2 or 3 nightmares of his life. Jimmy Barnes said it sounds like a dying band but marked the end of an era. The artwork for the album was done by Chilean artist Eduardo Guilfenbian, a friend of Walker's, who was responsible for directing the videos for both Hold Me Tight and No Sense. The video you watched is that original promo. No respectful tribute is needed for the performers on this track. All are alive. Barnes, Moss, Walker and Small continue to tour as Cold Chisel today with drummer Charlie Drayton. A tribute is owed to their earlier members. Original bassist Les Kaczmarek died in December 2008 and drummer Steve Prestwich, who plays drums on this very song, died of a brain tumour in January 2011. No Sense remains important today because it shows Cold Chisel at their most honest and most frayed. It is a #1 album's single that is not about working class anthems or love songs, but about the confusing cost of fame, unwanted letters, frustration, and a band writing separately in different studios while announcing their end. So that is everything that I found out on this one here today, people. If you can add more to that, or if any of that information is factually incorrect, please do correct me in the comment section down below. And if this is the first time you're checking out Cold Chisel here today with me, and if you enjoyed either one or both of those performances of Cold Chisel's song No Sense, then do go show them the love. I'll put the links for both in the description. Go click on both, like the videos, hype the videos, share the content around, and subscribe to Cold Chisel. Boost their numbers if you absolutely loved this performance. That being said, if you want to support MJLimey Reviews All here today, exactly the same way, like the video, hype the video, and subscribe to MJLimey Reviews All and share the content around to help me reach my next major goal of 5,000 subscribers. If you can get that done, people, that'd be much appreciated. But I am going to get out of here now. But before I do, if you want more Cold Chisel requests, get them in the comment section, people. If you want anything else, get those in as well, hence the name MJLimey Reviews All. But I am getting out of it now, so don't forget, stay amazing, keep being amazing, keep smiling, put a smile on somebody else's face, and as always, people, I will be back to check out more of your fantastic requests very, very soon. Take care. See you on the next one. Bye.